Hi everyone, I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we are doing a video review and unboxing of the Marvel Heroclix Fantastic Four Future Foundation Booster Brick Set, a full case assortment, as well as everything you see here, including the Dice and Token Pack, the Fast Forces 6-pack, as well as the Future Foundation Play at Home kit, which you see right there on the top in the brown box. We also have a giveaway opportunity for a lot of this stuff, including the 6-pack, the home kit, as well as several of the brick pieces. So do check on ToyHypeUSA.com for the latest information on that. We'll be launching that giveaway soon. So, as you see here, the Fast Forces 6-pack comes with 6 different figures, and each one of these figures are going to be offered in the brick set. There's probably duplicates of each, along with other characters that we've seen with the unboxing of the Spider-Man set. So this one here includes all 4 members of the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and Dr. Doom. And there's a look at the back of the box there. The Dice and Token set. There's your closer look at that. Turning it around. And the home kit set, which you see right here. This is packaged in a brown box. It's sealed. We'll be taking a look at that. And of course, we have the full brick right there. There are 10 of these, 70 figures total. You're going to see a lot of duplicates and a couple of chase variants in each brick. Also on top here, this is a legacy card or cards. There's probably multiple cards in here. Have to open that, check it out. Here's a look at the back, as well as the sides. The Future Foundation storyline took place in Marvel Comics in 2011, where Mr. Fantastic forms a new group to create a better future for all of humanity. Gathering some young great minds, Mr. Fantastic plans to mold them into a team that will come up with solutions to solve the world's problems, which is a pretty good idea. It was a decent story back in the day, and that is what this set here is based off of. Let's start this review with a look at the Fast Forces 6-pack, which again includes Dr. Doom, Johnny Storm, Sue Richards, The Thing, Spider-Man, and Mr. Fantastic, which you all see right there, along with their cards, which are right in front. The cards are for the Heroclix game. And there's a look there. And on the back, you see additional details for the game, but also covers of comic books from Marvel. So, the figures themselves, very nicely done. Great paint applications there. I'm loving the wash on Dr. Doom's cape. Johnny Storm. And their name is also right on top here, so if you don't know the character, you're able to tell them apart right there. Sue Richards, also called the Invisible Woman. And all of these are in their future Foundation outfits. And again, you should be able to see all of these figures available in the brick, which is this big thing right behind them. There's probably duplicates of each one in there, along with chase variations and many other additional characters. What I learned about the Spider-Man set is that you probably have to buy more than one brick to have every single character in this collection. One brick doesn't guarantee you a full collection, so just be wary of that. Spider-Man looks good. And Mr. Fantastic himself. Very nice pose. Next up is the Play at Home kit, the brown box, which I showed you earlier. And this includes a clear version of the Invisible Woman in her invisible form. There's a look at the bottom there, giving you a look. So this is very nicely done. And of course, she comes with a card. Comic book on one side, and here's a look at the other side. It also comes with this floor game piece, which on one side it has the Desert Wedding Outdoor, and the other side it has the interior details of a room inside the negative zone. So I'm just going to open this up. Okay. So what you see on the lower left hand right side there, it says, right side, it says negative zone indoor. And here's a look at this. Each one has a letter and a number for the game. And again, they did a very nice job on this. So this is kind of just too big for the camera, so I'm just going to fold this up, giving you guys a look at this other side here. Here's a look at that. And the other side, which is right here, is the Desert Wedding Outdoor. And this includes all the seats and everything leading up right there. And once you get past that, it's just rock and stuff like that. Boulders and desert. So there's your look there. Let's start checking out this brick. That's a full case assortment. But first, I want to check out this legacy card, which is dated 2002 through 2020. May have to cut this because it looks like the card, there's no direct seal. The card is right there in the center. Okay, so cutting this open, and here's a look at the card. Done very nicely. Invisible Woman right there. All right, so enough stalling. What do you say we get started? Checking out the first one right here. Cutting the tape on both sides so I can open it. break the seal. So, all right. Looks like we got some really good characters in this one. Oh. Oh, the thing has a helmet on. I'm not familiar with that one. Okay. So, first the cards. Again, these are the comic books. Very nice. That one looks like an old school comic. Here's a look here. Oh, it's a thing robot. Okay. That's cool. All right, so last time I realized to push these down is the best way to get them out of the plastic prison. And again, keep in mind you're probably going to get duplicates on characters. So here's the first one we're looking at. I'm not familiar with the character, but Elijah. She's got these lobster claws. That's pretty cool. Looks like a Skrull, actually. Thing robot. So I think I'm going to have to catch up and read Future Foundation. I'm a bit behind on Marvel Comics by a few decades. So this is Wu in a spacesuit. Pretty cool. Franklin Richards. And Vil. All right, so these two almost look like the exact same character, but just a different name. First I thought it was a duplicate. So there's your look at the first one. The next one a little tricky to open this one. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, and right off the bat, this character here is packed in a bubble piece, so it didn't come right inside the plastic wrap. We're going to take a look at that. All right, first the cards. Let's see what we got here. Doom the Annihilating Conqueror, which is that character. Another Franklin. And another Reed Richards. Turning it around. Here's a look at the other side with the comic book covers. And let's be very careful as we remove this. Keep in mind, because these are so small, they are a bit on the fragile side. So just treat them with a little love and care. All right, so here's a closer look. Doom the Annihilating Conqueror. Pretty cool figure. I love it how he stands on this clear piece right here. Makes him look like he's hovering or something. Mr. Fantastic. And this is Core. Neat little figure. This is Alex Power. Standing on an effect piece. Pretty cool. And we have Franklin Richards. Next one here, which I pre-opened. Oh. Okay, it looks like the glue came off. Medusa, which, gotta say, it's a little disappointing when that happens. But, it does happen. So, looking at the cards first. All right. So we got a good selection of characters. Turax, Julie Power, Miss Thing, Medusa, and the Thing. Here's a look at the other side. So Medusa, as I said, looks like the glue just came right off. But you could re-glue it if you want. It shouldn't be too hard of an issue. Okay. So she would just go right back on the base like that. And again, because these are small, just be very careful as you take them out. All right, so we got Turax, great character. Classic Marvel villain. And this character here, we have Julie Powers. Nice flying effect in the background behind her right there. Miss Thing. It's basically Thing's body with human-sized head, which you see there. A lot of great sculpted detail on them. And you have the Thing, seen right there. And of course, I just showed you Medusa. But let's take a closer look at her. So you'll see where the glue came off, but you can just simply re-glue it. A little dab of crazy glue or something should fix that problem, but just don't over pour or anything, otherwise it'll leak over and it'll look horrible. So all you're going to need is a tiny little drop. Next up is some duplicates as well as some new characters. And right here we have the cards: Invisible Boy, Rama Tut, Dr. Doom, Katie Power, and Thing Robot. And here's a look at the back of the cards, giving you a look at the comic book. So let's carefully take these out of the package. All right, this guy right here comes separate in the bubble wrap. Dr. Doom. And Dr. Doom is a little tricky to get out of here. So I think I'm just going to leave him in. I don't want to cut this or anything. So there's your look at Doom, which I just showed you a few moments ago from the 6-pack. But upon double checking, this is actually a different version of Doom that I showed you. Here's the 6-pack version, and here is the version in this release here. The 6-pack version has a blue outfit, while this one is all white. Okay. All right, this has to be opened. Okay. So, this is a nice little figure right here. Invisible Boy. He's standing on an effect piece, which is pretty cool with his ability. This is a character that I'm not familiar with. So, like I said, I really should familiarize myself with the story a bit more. But we're just checking each one of these out. This is Rama Tut. And we saw Thing Robot before. Thing's body with this new head sculpt here. And this one is Katie Power. All right, this one is a 7-pack, and it comes with a bonus radioactive clay piece, which is right here. That was packaged in this bubble wrap. And this is a nifty little thing. So I like it when they give you little bonuses like this. And let's check out the cards. See, he even has his own card. Puppet Master, Bentley 23, Vil, Mick, and She-Hulk. Here's a look at the comic covers. And this one doesn't get a comic cover. And that's the radioactive clay. So let's take these out of the package. All right. So I believe we've seen this one before. Vil, or another character that looks like him. She-Hulk looks great. Head sculpt, the paint seems a little... I'm not sure how accurate that is, but it looks just okay. The eyes look good. The mouth, I do question that. And there's a look at the back. And Bentley 23. Nice effect piece. Right there. Puppet Master, classic Marvel villain. And he would come with the bonus radioactive clay, as he's holding additional clay right in his hand. So that's a nice little bonus piece with them. And this one is Mick. This one here, some great looking characters. I'm actually really excited for this one. So these are the cards right here, and it's going to flip this over. This is Skull, Invisible Woman. When the Skull infiltrated the Marvel characters. Let's take a look at the rest of the cards here. Here's the comic. This one looks like he's in an action figure package, but it's actually a comic cover. I love it when they used to do that. All right, Dragon Man, great character. We have classic Fantastic Four villain, the Wizard, Artie, She-Hulk, and Invisible Woman as a Skull. So let's take these out of package. So the Wizard, it's a little tricky to get out. So would be Dragon Man because of the size of his wings. So just be aware of that. You have to put them on an angle, slide them out that way. And when you take these out again, just be very, very careful. Pieces are small. If you apply too much force, you're going to risk breaking it. Okay, so checking out this guy first, we got Artie. Cute little guy. She-Hulk. Dragon Man. Very, very nice. We don't see too many figures or collectibles of him. Or the Wizard, for that matter. Here's a look at the Wizard. And we have Invisible Woman. A Skull disguised as Invisible Woman. Which is a pretty cool release. So, there's your look there at this offering. This is definitely a nice set right here. Up next, and this is another good one with the Mr. Fantastic Skrull right there. And we're going to take a closer look at him in a moment. But first, let's take a look at the cards here for all the characters. There's Skrull, Mr. Fantastic. So, this one includes Alex Power, Franklin Richards, Mr. Fantastic as a Skrull. And again, there's no comic cover on the back of this one. Katie Power and Leech. So let's take these out. And again, just be very careful. These are a bit on the fragile side. And Mr. Fantastic, you see his arms are extra long. So to get it out of here, you'd want to very carefully move it to the side a little bit. And I'm having actually a little bit of trouble with this one. Okay, so very carefully, that is out of the way. So here is Mr. Fantastic as a Skrull. Very nice. And here's a look at that. Mr. Fantastic. And this one is Franklin Richards. Alex Power. And this one is Katie Power. We've seen her before. And this one is Leech. And there's a look at all 5 of these guys right there. Here we have a look at another box, and I already went ahead and opened all these. And here's a look at the card. This box here includes Herbie, who replaced the Human Torch back in, I think, in the 70s. And that was because Marvel was afraid that kids might try to mimic the Human Torch's power to light himself on fire. And they were afraid kids might mimic that. So the Human Torch got replaced by Herbie, this little robot guy who's over here. We'll check him out in a moment. And since then, Herbie's remained a memorable character. You just don't see too many collectibles of him. Franklin Richards. There's a look at the back of the comic. Katie Power. The rest of these we've already seen throughout the case assortment. And as I said at the beginning of the video, you're going to see duplicates of many of these, while you're going to see just one throughout the entire case. So we've seen her one time already before, and we just saw a Skrull Mr. Fantastic. This one is a Skrull Invisible Woman. Franklin Richards. And here's a look at Herbie, which I was just talking about. Neat little robot. Memorable Marvel character. You don't see too many collectibles of him. And another Leech, which we just saw. And Katie Power. So there's your look at that set there. So we're almost done. This is the second to last one. And here's a look at the cards for this one. Diablo. Good skull character. Here's a look here. Some of these we've seen, some of these we haven't. The alchemical potion is an extra bonus, which comes with Diablo, which is pretty neat. And here's a look at the other side. So because you get a bonus, you get an extra card. And the potion is carefully placed inside this bubble wrapping for safekeeping, which is good. And here we have a closer look at that. The potions just rest on this effect piece. This is a very nice sculpt. So let's take these out of the package. And as I keep saying, just be very, very careful. This one's going to be a little tricky. There we go. Good thing. Gotta turn him to the side a little bit. And Ant-Man. Okay. So let's take a closer look at each one of these. This one is Ant-Man. We've seen this thing once or twice before. Another skull character. I'm not familiar with this one. Neat design though. And this guy here, this is the effect. The potions come with him, which is a neat little addition. And this cape, it's made of a soft plastic, but it is glued up here, so just be careful with it. And last but not least, we have another Vil. And there's your look at that assortment right there. Okay, so here's a look at the last one. This one here, we get some characters that haven't been offered in the case assortment up until now. And as I've said, you're going to see some duplicates, some one per case kind of option. And some of these will be a little bit harder to find, one per X amount of cases. I don't know what the ratio is on some of these, but some of these will be hard to find. So you may want to consider buying more than one case, 2 or 3, see how you do. And what you don't want to keep, you can sell or trade for what you do want. Mad Thinker, we haven't seen him before. Skrull Human Torch, haven't seen him before. And Adolf Impossible, haven't seen him before. While we just saw Ant-Man and Spider-Man. So, carefully taking that out of there. Okay, so Adolf Impossible is on a little effect piece, which is pretty neat. Nice little sculpt. Here's a look at the back. Squirrel Human Torch. Ant-Man. Mad Thinker, haven't seen him before. And again, some of these are not guaranteed to be in every case, one per X amount of cases. So again, make sure to, if you're looking for these, you're going to have to buy more than one full case. Assortment. Nice little sculpt there. And Future Foundation Spider-Man, which we've seen at least once before. And this one is different from the Fast Forces 6-pack, which is right up there. So these are not the same. So overall, Wizkids is doing a phenomenal job with these little collectibles for the game. We love the attention to detail. The likenesses are really good. Strongly recommend picking it up if you're a gamer, or if you just want to own some Marvel characters that you normally don't see in any type of collectible form. Doing a collectible this scale is much cheaper compared to doing something larger, so you're gonna, in my opinion, you're probably gonna see more of the obscure characters in a line like this. So thank you again to Wizkids and NECA Toys for sending this all this along for review. We greatly appreciate it. And for the giveaway opportunity, you're gonna have a chance to get some unopened, these packages right here. What you see here has been opened, but I have more that have been unopened. So you'll have a chance to win that. You'll have a chance to win an unopened Fast Forces 6-pack and the Play at Home kit, the brown box that I showed you before. Make sure to check toyhypeusa.com soon for information on that giveaway. We'll be launching it soon. I am Anthony Scott of toyhypeusa.com. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for more coverage.